They will play Honey Bear, also known as Monkey Balls, that we saw lose in the previous game against Game Time. Game Time is waiting up in the grand finals that we will get to just in a couple of matches. But first, we got to check this one out. Looks like both players are ready. We see a go, go, go. We're here in the countdown. More ZVZ. We'll see what happens. I think Mia Khalifa, aka Sacrilege, I think he's been playing some more. Well, I guess even Panda Bear Me is actually, he's gotten into GM in Legacy of the Void, so he's, you have to play at least a decent little bit to just make it into GM.
No. I hear all you have to do is just simply go Ling Bane every game and
well,
win.
That's true. You could just do Ling Bane every game.
I get the stupid interface up still. Damn it.
But we might see these guys actually using some Legacy of the Void strategies. Not too sure though.
So what would be considering the fact that I think that Zerg is the dirtiest, nastiest, and most OP race in the game, what would be a Legacy of the Void strategy?
I mean, a lot of people prefer to just like forego Lings almost entirely, and you just go into like a Roach Ravager. Like you can do like a Roach Ravager pressure with like 8 Roaches and 4 Ravagers or something, or various kind of combinations or iterations of that sort of opener, where instead of just going for Ling Bane, which we're seeing our blue Zerg up in the top right hand side, Mia Khalifa aka Sacrilege, going for a very early gas and pool, so he's looking at some early speed and Banelings. Whereas our
and down here we've got literally the opposite. We have a hatch and then a pool and no gas. So far these builds are quite literally quite divergent, but Mia Khalifa looking like he's gonna do what we think he's gonna do, and you know what that is? That's to make some Zerglings and go wreck face.
Yeah.
Because the new 6 pool is also known as a 12 pool because, you can't get any fewer than 12 drones.
That's true. You could try and like extractor trick your way down to, I don't know. I'll try it someday.
I don't think you get it. Well, maybe.
The
extractor trick doesn't work. You actually make an extractor in that case.
No, I mean like for a moment, right? You'd have 6. I don't know. Anyway.
I want you to try to 6 pool in Legacy of the Void. Let me know how that works.
All right, I'll give it a shot later on, but for now.
However, there's no defense here.
Yeah.
And that is a problem because the queen is just now being built, but that queen ain't going to finish for 33 seconds, and that is more than enough time for Zerglings to wreck face.
And I guess we see, well...
Oh, no, he's not moving in. Oh, no, you got to move in, dude. Move in. Go. Do it. Do it. Your opportunity's now.
I think he wasn't sure yet where he was at. I think he's a little bit blind on it. But part of it, no. They saw overlords passing in the night. That's probably what it was as they were flying. Usually, you can scout your opponent sometimes by just seeing where his first overlord is at, kind of deducing it that way. But
look, 5 Banelings.
Yeah, a lot of Banelings, and it's just slow Zerglings. And actually, dodging Banelings is slow Zerglings. Slow Zerglings are still faster than Banelings.
But they connect and kill off half the Zerglings. Panda Bear Me is now in trouble, and the rest of the Banelings, one gets picked up by the Queen. The drones are in trouble. He doesn't move any of the drones, and he loses about a third of his drones there, too.
Yeah, a total of 5 workers killed now for Mia Khalifa. He's still a little bit behind in the worker count. Panda Bear Me is still a little bit ahead on the economy, but it looks like our blue Zerg...
Supply block.
That's rough, though. I guess we saw that happen to Honey Bear.
Yeah, but I mean, even the max, it's 22 to 36. I mean,
yeah.
Panda Bear Me is still actually holding in there despite those ridiculous Baneling hits.
Yeah. Speaking of ridiculous Baneling hits,
God.
It's hard to say. I mean, I think both players still have a chance here, but Mia Khalifa's really got to make something.
I know what I want in the next expansion and patch. I want Widow Mines that do what Banelings do, that they just explode like that on impact. But surprisingly, these 3 and Captain Boss Hoss here, the transfuses are real, bro, and guess what? The 1 in the back with no health saves the 2 at the front. Holy cow, it's the 3 Queen defense. You saw it here.
Yeah, really nicely done out of Panda Bear Me.
The Lings get in! Then can they get another? The Baneling gets in, but it doesn't get in, but the Zerglings get in, but that's okay. There's only 4 of them. The Baneling nest is actually being put down by Panda Bear Me now. So hopefully in about a minute and a half, you should probably see actual Banelings. And looks like Mia Khalifa is going to be kind of pickled here. I hate to say it because Panda Bear Me now has a stronger army after having defended that and being of 34, and he's just like, you know what? He's like, I'm an OG and quits out.
Yeah, it's not. Um, unfortunately, there's just at a certain point there's just not enough that you can do. There's no hatchery coming out of
I think this whole tournament might be done in an hour and a half.
Sacrilege. It might be. We're gonna fly through it real quick. I mean, these are aggressive ZVZ players.
I mean, if I actually have time to actually have a full whole beer before I go to the bar and have many full beers, I would be impressed. All right, guys. So come on, Ling Bane, every game. Yay, Ling Bane.
I'm like, well, I want to see. It's the Legacy of the Void tournament. We gotta see some Legacy of the Void stuff, right? But
I'll say it.
I mean, you know, people are gonna play how they want to play.
I want Broodlords and Nidus Worms. I want Nidus Worms. Well, because Nidus Worms are invulnerable while they're being made, right? So Nidus Worms are one of these things now where normally if I've got good keen eyes, I could snipe one off if I saw it somewhere. But nope. Now you just put it right next to their friggin' main. You stick it right next to that hatchery, and you just go while they're doing it. You know?
Yeah. No. Yeah. The worm has gotten a decent bit better. I mean, it's still you can still like shut it down quickly. You just can't totally nullify it, I guess. I mean, it'll pop, but you can.
I still think that's like the invulnerability is too strong. I think that the Nidus Worm needed a nerf to not be picked off right away, and the main reason why they made it invulnerable is so you can't send workers over to it to kill it off, right?
Yeah, that was the worst feeling. Was like, yay!
I know, and that's fine. I'm okay for that. You know, I mean, I don't want a unit to die to 6 workers anyway. That's embarrassing. You know. I mean, to have a guy who, in the animation, hits the auto-destruct button on his SCV and yet still lives and can kill a giant, like, dune-spiced sandworm, right?
Yeah.
Is stupid. But, I mean, maybe give it something high. Like, maybe give it, like, I don't know, like, as many hit points as, like, a small building, like 300 hit points or something. You know, give it something that it can't be just instantaneously wiped out by workers. But making it invulnerable, that is the only unit that's invulnerable now in the entire game, and invulnerability is stupid.
I suppose, but
no, it is stupid.
We'll see if we see the worm in any of these upcoming ZVZs. The one we have right now is in on Dashin Terminal. We've got me, Khalifa, again in the blue, or was he blue before? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, I think they were both blue and yellow.
I think they've kept the colors. Down one game, he is going for an early pool, but going for well, I guess it's not a super early pool, but pool first, but then into a quick hatchery. All right, afterwards.
I think he less in the last game. I mean, he really stretched himself too thin. Plus, this map, like the track path, like I know you guys can't see it, but if you follow your mouse down, I mean, you got to go halfway down the map before you can make a lateral movement that's unimpeded, and then up through the natural or the third area. But
yeah,
like this map is very long, and it makes those sorts of like 12 pool, 14 pool rushes that you see in this game just almost impossible now.
Yeah, so both players choosing to maybe take their time a little bit more and just go get their first hatchery out and have a little bit more of an established economy before we start the dueling. But with the way that things have been going,
I think this is the situation for roaches, though. I really do. I think this is the time to go roaches because you got time, distance, and the economy to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of options on this map because I mean, like you said, that really early harassment just doesn't really happen, but we could see some sort of really big, like, after 2-base saturation, one of our players goes for just a bunch of roaches and banelings. I think we saw Monkey Balls do that yesterday against, it might have been against Game Time, actually. No, not against Game Time, because they wouldn't be in the winners bracket.
2 Zerglings in the middle of the map. Oh, look, they're tap dancing. They see who dies first. Well, looks like Panda Bear Me gets does he get the kill? Does he get the juicy little kill? The one Zergling's got 1 health. I just want him to die a horrible death. The Queen's gonna snipe it. Bam! Right there, through the face, that spine. And the Queen's like, get out of my house. I'm gonna go back to spewing nasty, like, alien egg stuff all over my alien egg house.
Panda Bear Me's just showing off why he's got that GM border and Sacrilege doesn't yet.
You know what's strange is that a lot of players, especially, like, people that are, like, diamond and lower, and this is not anybody, you really notice that there is truly a difference between GM and Masters player. I mean, it's not that there's a difference of like top 2% of the players in your region versus top 200 players. It's more the idea that you've gotten to the point where tiny wrinkles have been ironed out. Whereas, just getting to that point, you're still trying to, deal with, slightly like minor things. So like prior to Diamond, you've got like major things to work on, like macro, unit control, things like that, you know? Then once you get to diamond, then you need to start working on the minor things that are left. And then after that, then you're talking about like microscopic things like this one Zergling went left, this other one went right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is very much in the details when you get down, when you get up into these higher leagues. And Panda Bear Me, I mean, he's shown he's got, you know, he's got 23 Zerglings, and Meatcleaf has got 6. And
Yeah,
while there
and
is a
there's drones
difference
fighting.
in workers, I mean, Meatcleaf is still ahead on workers, but if Panda Bear Me is successful with this attack, he's going to throw Meatcleaf right down into the dumpster and maybe knock him out of this match. I'm not too sure yet, but.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a third up, so I mean, he's got the, I mean, not a third up, but he will have one finishing. If he can hold on after this defense, then I think he'll be okay, because then he'll have a slightly stronger economy if he can hold this off. And that's a big if Panda Bear Me is pressuring. I mean, he has stopped drone production. He is just like, screw it, I smell blood. I want to end this ish now.
Yep. And yeah. I mean, he's still in a very strong position. He's going to be able to take down this third base with his Zerglings, most likely. With the Banelings here to zone things out. Okay, now, I mean, he could confirm the kill on that hatchery,
but complete surround there.
Yeah, a lot of little dancing.
Oh, great!
Hello,
hit.
That was the hit that Meatcleaf needed to
point.
stay into this game.
Yeah, I think that was the tipping point. And these Banelings are like, no, we're beelining for the mineral line.
Yeah,
mineral line's got to be evacuated. There's drones going in 2 directions. Nice split, actually. The Baneling gets only a couple of Zerglings, but I don't think it's really going to matter, because Panda Bear Me has decided to be BM. Is like, I'm going to put some Banelings next to your Baneling nest because they're Banelings.
Actually, you know what? So I was really confused. Why does Panda Bear Me have so many more Zerglings this whole time? Mia Khalifa hasn't had queens for a while. I was like, what in the hell? How is he still outproducing him on Zerglings? And it's because Sacrilege, he lost his queens early on, and he never made him. Okay.
Yeah, that was tough, because I was looking at that too. I'm like, wait a minute, how is he on 3 bases and does not have...
Yeah, I was like, all right, recreate some of these Zerglings that were lost, especially as that big Baneling hit. I was like, all right, he's back in it, right? But then think about it, and you're like, he has no larva. Okay, he had no queens. Gotta remake those.